Welcome to WVTC TV Network, capturing family moments in real time, bringing families closer together from the comforts of home. We are unleashing something different to the world. Start your subscription today for the low price of $4.99 per month or $55 annually. Go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com to sign up today. WVTC TV Network is streaming live on 8 different platforms. You can easily download the WVTC TV Network app on the Apple Store, Play Store, Roku, Fire TV, and more. Here at WVTC TV, we have access to movies that everyone can enjoy, including independent films, Sons of a Preacher and a Good Thing, Treasures of Life, the epic drama, The Passion of the Christ, and the box office hit Madagascar Escape to Africa. Remember, go to www.wvtctvnetwork.com and sign up today.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know, it's my time to reflect. It's my time to fly on today, y'all. Welcome back to another segment, My Vision, My Journey. I am sitting very comfortably in the visionary boardroom, and you know I got to my right. You know I got my sister down on the end.
Lacoya, LaShawn in the house.
What's up, sis?
Good morning, Chicago.
Good morning, Chicago. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Instagram, YouTube. Good morning, social media. It's our time, sis.
It is.
It's the time.
Very much so.
It's a lot of time, guys. It's the first of the month.
Second, sis. Second.
This is the first week of the month. It's the first week of the month. It's December 2nd. You are absolutely correct. But it's still time.
It's definitely
time. Still time. It's still time to reach your goals. It's still time to make things happen. It's still time to get to that finish line. And I got 2 dynamic sisters sitting at the table, y'all. And you right in time for them as well. I have my sisters here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. But they are from the Hope Center Foundation, guys. And I'm just going to let my sister right here tell who's here.
Grand Rising. My name is Rika Lewis Saint. I'm a navigator working with Hope Center Foundation in Get Covered, Illinois.
Good morning. My name is Maria Daniels. I too am a navigator working with Get Covered, Illinois, and also with the Hope Center Foundation.
So y'all, we got some sisters in the building. I'm so excited. Y'all know what I do at 20 minutes after the hour. I'm gonna bring them up. But I just want to say it's time, guys, because there's a lot of things that's happening. And I know we're trying to reach that end goal. And we're trying to stay in there. And I wanted to come in with a little Kelly Price on today because it's still time. It's our time to shine. It's our time to fly. And I know sometimes when we get toward the end of the year, people get antsy. You know, holidays and things be happening. And financially, we might not be where we want to be physically. Mm-hmm. And I know darn sure mentally, a lot of us not where we need to be. But from a health standpoint, you still got time.
Yeah.
From a mental standpoint, you still got time. Physically and financially, guys, you still have time to reach your goals. So I'm going to let my sisters come in, y'all, 20 minutes after the hour, and they're going to talk a little bit more about what it is that they have going on. Get Covered, Illinois. So don't go anywhere, guys. Healthcare enrollment is now. And y'all know what just took place a couple of weeks ago. Y'all know the 45 and the 46s and 47s is turning over into the next of what we got, presidencies and all those things. And a lot of us is suffering mentally because we're scared to go find out what's going on with us internally. Mm-hmm. And so I have some sisters here that's going to talk a little bit more about that. But I thank y'all for tuning in. We got some people checking in. And we love our followers. Ain't that right, sis?
Absolutely.
And we love, so I know I got my sister Lillian Keys on, and I saw her just clicking in. And I want to say thank you guys so much for following us on Facebook, as well as all of our outlets. So Chicago, WVTC Radio, WVTC TV Network. You can download us on all streaming platforms. Guys. Super excited about that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. And then also we're looking for sponsors.
Absolutely. We need you.
We need you guys. So we're looking for sponsors. If you're looking to sponsor My Vision, My Journey, please reach out to Misha Thorpe. Y'all know who that is, the business manager. So you can reach out to Misha Thorpe at 779-324-2177. That is 779-324-2177. Also, we are booking for February. No, since we on the February.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
So January has already, we have already summed up some slots for January. So we're on to February. So please, guys, don't wait till the last minute because we got some dynamic people coming in January.
Absolutely.
And my sis got some information she's going to be giving out for January. So it's going to be good. So I'm going to need y'all not wait till the last minute. I'm going to need you to pick up that phone and get to Misha real quick. So y'all know my tagline, I can't send if y'all don't recommend. So thank you guys so much for recommending small businesses and entrepreneurs. Because this happened my dynamic sisters at an event right here at the table. We were at the Dawson Technical Center. And it was a job fair. And my sister Maria was there. And she had that information sitting at the table. And I just scooted on over there and said, what you got going on? And she told us, so Rika or Maria, tell us a little bit about what is the Hope Foundation, the Hope Center Foundation.
So the Hope Center Foundation is like an arm of Salem Church.
Okay.
And they have a variety of programs that are beneficial for the community. They're working on a housing initiative to provide housing for those that qualify. They have workforce development programs. They have a lot of community outreach programs that the Roseland Pullman community can benefit from.
Okay, so don't go nowhere. Y'all get y'all pen and paper because they're going to come back and tell you a little bit more about what those programs are about and why they're really at the table today because it's an important time of the month. We know open enrollment started November 1st, and I want to make sure you guys get that good coverage. Sis, can you tell us who checking in? I know I see a few people checking in.
We got Gerald Miller Jr. checking in.
Is that one of our media brothers? I think that's one of our media brothers. Woohoo! Thank you for seeing. Thank you for watching us.
We got Ramon Perry in the house. Of course, our lovely Misha Thorpe. Thank you for checking in. And of course, Freddie
Balark. Okay.
Balark. Thank
Okay.
you. I couldn't get that out.
All right. Thank you all.
And of course, your better half, the Lander-Bell.
My American Express card checking in, y'all. Okay, that's my front, my back, my right, my left. I don't leave home without it, y'all. But thank you all so much for watching. I want to say my business shout out. My business shout out is number one is A Shocks. A Shocks. That's an A in Shocks. It's the socks with the gel insert. My sister and brother and them out of Florida have these socks. So if you standing in lot, you walking, postal workers, CTA drivers, healthcare, if you standing a lot, especially nurses, or either just people that want some comfortability. I have them. I don't do a lot of standing, but I walk. They are, my sister loves them. She's a dentist. And she like every year, can you give me some more of them socks? So A Shocks, guys, you can find them. A Shocks. It's the socks with the gel insert. Check them out on Facebook as well as Instagram. So I want to say to Jerry and Lynette, appreciate you guys. Also, Lenore's Kitchen. Lenore's Kitchen.
Yummy.
Yes. I work with Lenore. That is one of my good friends, as well as one of my sisters at church. And she has her catering business. And we were out yesterday. And they was like, Mrs. Bell, you be everywhere. Yes, I do. I don't turn down my collar for anything. But how can I be my entrepreneurs and my small businesses if I'm not out in the mix with them?
Absolutely.
So, but I want to say Lenore's Kitchen, guys, look her up as well. Awesome food, awesome service, African-American caterer, sister from the south side of Chicago. So when we talk about food and comfort food, the greens and things, and, so guess what? Check her out. I know holidays are coming up, and sometimes we just don't want to cook.
Just don't.
Or we have that holiday function or that last minute that you think you want to invite somebody, and you're like, I'd rather just go ahead and call somebody than to be trying to do all this cooking myself. So I want to say thank you so much to her. So welcome to another segment. My Vision, My Journey. Y'all know what we come to do. We come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. And I'm doing that right now, guys. But I want to say thank you to all of our guests that we had for November. We had some awesome guests, didn't we, sir?
Phenomenal guests.
Yes, we did. We had Cyril Nichols in here.
Yes.
State representative.
the realest politician in Chicago.
Yes, we had Jennifer Maddox in here from Future Tides Community Center.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Giving our youth the best opportunity she possibly can. And then working with the parents.
Yes, she's working with the parents as well.
Parent volunteers.
Yes, parent volunteers. So out of right there on 63rd and King Drive.
Absolutely.
So guys, this is what I'm talking about. Chicago is doing some great things. And we're here to let y'all know the journey ain't easy, but it's doable. If you stay focused. If you stay focused, y'all. Now I'm gonna talk about that a little later because I know some of us we ready to tap out. I don't want you to tap out. I want you to tap in. So, guys, make sure that you stay connected to where we are because I got some gems I'm gonna drop in a minute. And I appreciate you. I see y'all in there. I see you. Thank you, Lil. I thank you, Misha. Yes, one of the greatest caterers, guys, on the South Side. So, what I want to say is, guys, your business is your vision. So what legacy are you leaving behind? Greatness is not about popularity tweets. Greatness ain't about likes. It's about when God's alignment of your faith meets his purpose. So, we do positive affirmations, sis, on here. So, ladies, we start out with positive affirmations. I start out with every morning with a positive affirmation.
Wonderful.
Rika,
Okay.
do you like positive
I
affirmations?
do. I need them. Who doesn't want more positivity? Starting your day out. that
Mhm.
way is important.
Yeah, so we start out. So, sis, you want to read what our affirmation is for today?
If I could go ahead and pull that up.
you having some difficulties this morning.
Oh,
Okay.
affirmation, I can, I will, I must get through this season.
Yeah.
Your season.
Yeah, so whatever your season is, I don't know what your season is. Your season might be a storm. Your season might be the wilderness. Your season might be the loss of a job. Your season might be the end of a relationship. Your season might be death. It might be depression. Whatever your season is your season. Whatever's personal to you. It might just be the season of holiday. Whatever your season is, say, I can, I will, and I must get through this season. Because seasons don't last always.
Yeah.
Am I right, Maria?
That's true. That's true.
Seasons don't last always. So what I'm saying is before you throw in the towel, wait 1 second and tap somebody in. We're going to talk about that a little later. So get ready. Let's get ready for the new year. This business segment, what we talking about?
We talking about today. How about we got active campaign from our growing businesses and those that's starting up their business. This is something that you might want to attend. This is the active campaign segment. They are here actually in Chicago. They're out here now to help you become a marketing automation expert for your business. So if you want to, everyone knows about those emails that you get from different businesses telling you about their holiday specials and anything that's going on to stay connected and keep your audience engaged. Active Campaign is in town starting on Wednesday, December 3rd from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., December 3rd and December 4th. You can meet them downtown at 1 North Dearborn Street in Chicago. I'll have this on our social media channels so you can register. The tickets are between $175 to $300. But when you're spending money on active campaign to engage your customers, it's all about those sales. You don't have no sales, you don't have no business.
You don't, not at all. So, sometimes when you trying to get information, knowledge is powerful. And sometimes you can't put no price tag on the value of you.
Yeah, that's right.
If you are an entrepreneur, y'all got to make me put my little cup down now. I'm about to get on my soapbox. No, but I'm trying to help you. Get that pen and paper because we about to go back to the drawing board. A lot of times we miss the boat because we don't want to pay. And everything is not free. But you cannot put a price tag on the value of who you are. So if you're a business entrepreneur and that is what's in your craft, go put back into your craft. ROI, the return on you, the investment on you. And lots of times we don't want to pay for us to go further. We will pay. We're paying out to Nike. We paying out to Puma. We paying out to Michael Kors. We paying out to Gucci, Louis. Don't get me wrong, I love all my little name brands. But what about paying and investing in you? back into yourself, back into your business. And we're talking small business segments. We're talking small business. Everybody knew Saturday was small business Saturday and all these things, guys. We sit at the table because we tell you to get around like-minded individuals so we can share the information. So my sister just gave out some vital information. And I know the moment y'all heard price, I ain't going. Girl, I don't want to do it. But y'all out here at all these parties. Come on now, y'all. Let's get real. Y'all at all these foundation functions, and then when you go to talk, you don't have nothing to say. Can't walk away from the room because you didn't go in the room prepared. So let's get prepared, sis. Help them get prepared. I want y'all to be ready. I don't want you to put a period behind 2024. I want you to put a comma so we can keep moving. We keep moving on the journey. So if you stuck, we're going to help you out. So sis, what else you got for them?
I got, so there are some free events going on with SBA.
Now they listen, look, people that start up like, what she say free, girl? Give it to me.
Look, it's really not free because it's still your time.
It's still your right, but
you gotta pay with time.
You do, but
you gotta pay with your time.
Okay, so I'm gonna stay focused. Go ahead, sis.
So how you can use AI to improve your website, your business website. Everybody know that AI is taking over jobs and everything. Come on and get educated at this online event with SBA. That's on 12/5 this Thursday.
Okay.
From 1 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is online. You can also want to learn more about the SBA loans that's out here and all of the SBA programs, which is excellent things that they have going on, and they're not too hard on your credit.
Okay.
They have live
on your credit.
They're not too hard on the credit.
Okay.
So live question and answers with Illinois SBA.
Okay.
So you can come bring your questions for their different programming. That's online as well. That is on 12/11, which is a Wednesday.
Okay.
Next week, Wednesday. Also, building your brand step by step. They giving you step by step, y'all.
To build your brand, friend.
To build your brand. That's also on Wednesday, December 11th. That is also online. And their consumer expectations now and beyond. Know your customer. Let's see what the consumers are expecting online. And that's on Monday, December 9th with the SBA.
So just let me ask you a question, because I know you're about faith, family, and finances. And my sister is a serial entrepreneur. You know what I mean by serial? Like serial, that means you do more than one thing here. And with McKinley and McCoe, staffing agency, Impact, the group home, my co-host, my vision, my journey. How important, though, as a business entrepreneur, is it to really tune in to knowing your consumer, knowing what's really happening, the business trends? I mean, sometimes we open up a brick and mortar because people say, hey, get out the trunk of your car. Stop being in the trunk of your car, selling your cupcakes and all of your jewelry and all of those things, your oils, and get you a brick and mortar. And people go off and get a brick and mortar, but they still don't have all the financial acumen and all of those things to move further. So how important is it to some of these classes you're mentioning? Because I know lots of times we hear certain things and that'd be way over our economic head.
Oh yeah, definitely. What I have found, I teach entrepreneurship too, sis, as you know. So it's another job. Okay. What I have found is people, they start a business, but they struggle with pricing. They don't know the prices for their business. They don't break it down.
I'm about to get up under this table.
I mean,
you're right.
I am shocked at how many of us don't know our pricing. And I beat my class up talking about the price and the breakdown of the cost. Those of you that's in the restaurant business, you should know how much each seasoning, each meal, how much does it cost you to prepare that? You have to break all of that down, just like all the SKUs that you see in our local retailers. Those are the same SKUs that's in your business, and you need to break that price down because you might not be charging them enough to break even or to even profit. And a lot of people have started businesses and they do not know their pricing. That is dangerous.
Mm.
That could put you out of business before you even start.
So, with that being said, oftentimes we dummy down our price.
Oh yeah, because it's a friend. I've gotten on my students. I'm like, hey,
Should we give out friends and family discounts? I mean, Rika, do you think that we y'all tell me, listeners, somebody chime in and tell me, when you have a business, and I know sometimes we start our business off of our family and friends. You know, we use them as our test. I ain't gonna say test dummies, but test goers.
Right.
And then sometimes now it's a cost. So Rika, you've been doing my hair for the longest. We started out since high school. You was a homegirl, 13. Now you have a business. And I come to you, but I've been coming to you before you even got into a brick and mortar. Should I have to pay you though? Because you've been doing me for free all these years.
Yeah, that's a difficult one with relationships and people's financial intelligence and understanding what it takes to run a business.
She said financial intelligence. I love it. Because come on. That's what it takes.
If that friend is a friend and they would pay that somewhere else, you know, for that service, but you have a relationship. I mean, and I grew your hair, girl. It's healthy. It's shiny now. Like, do you really want to go to someone else?
Right.
So I don't, it's just complicated. I wish as a community, we really understood business.
absolutely.
And that I can't afford to take care of you. I'm trying to run a business. I'm pouring back into the community, creating jobs and opportunities, or just a model. My success is just a model. So that can be difficult. I've been in situations where I did little things and people wanted it, you know, free or whatever. It's challenging, but you have to, I guess that's part of what you, you know, inspire or teach people about, you know, running a business. I know many students who, I want to do lashes. I want to do nails. And I said, but you have a D in math. I used to work in high school.
Okay.
You're not going to, you know, accounting. You know, or I would introduce commingling your funds. You can't do that. You can't, you know. So it just is about financial literacy, educating, making people understand. A lot of times we don't want to pay full price for whatever reason, or we're very critical on one another.
Oh, you just hit something when she said critical.
Yeah, they can mess up or not do a job well, and we'll go back to somebody else in their community. If we make one mistake or we're late or something doesn't ship right or whatever, that's why I don't deal with those people.
You're right. You're right about it. So you're absolutely right. You just hit the hammer on the nail, because that's what we backtrack. But also when people do try to give out constructive criticism to us, we don't take that too well either. We don't take constructive. Lacoya, I know you done ran across that even with your students, and I know you're trying to get them on track, and they like, ugh.
But I'm more excited than them.
Really?
Well, yeah, because I want them to understand, and they appreciate that. A lot of people haven't taken the time to invest the love, because when I talk to them, it comes from a place of love and really wanting my sister and brother to succeed. And they don't get that.
They don't get that.
That's not in their circle. So it's refreshing when I come to the class and I'm like, hey, I want you to succeed. This is why this price is so important for you to break it down. And I have definitely been breaking it down, and then they were starting to see that is the most satisfying feeling for people to understand their numbers.
Yes.
You got to understand your numbers. So pricing, I'm even offering that if you need help with your pricing, I'll be more than happy to share with you for free.
And that's what we're looking.
Yes. Inbox me.
So we're going to work on some workshops. I'm throwing this out here. I'm decreeing right now, but we're going to work on some workshops to bring about this for next year, sis, so that you can really help some people get in line, because I do want to see us leave a legacy behind, guys, a legacy. And speaking of a legacy, is you can't leave a legacy if you're not healthy. And so that rolls right into why I have my two dynamic sisters sitting here at the table. And we're going to go back, and my sister's going to give you some more information at the end if you miss Lacoya LaShawn's information. But I want to talk about what's happening right now. Healthcare enrollment. When we was at Lil's event 2 weeks ago, passing out the food distribution, Key Works Association, again, another shout out to Lil. We was at her gallery, LKC Gallery, and there was another healthcare organization there just talking about screenings, breast cancer screenings for our ladies, as well as our men, and then men prostate. And, you know, people walk past and was like, we have to start taking care of our bodies. And I know lots of times we can prevent it if we go. But if we don't know because we don't go, we can't prevent it. So 2 sisters sitting here at the table from Get Covered Illinois, as well as the Hope Center Foundation. I'm going to let them talk a little bit more, and I'm going to let them get off into what they got going on. But Rika, what side of town are you from?
It's a mixed bag. So until 7 years old, I lived on the west side of Chicago. And
West
my family's
side?
at West Side, are West Siders. And then high school or grammar school, elementary school, whatever, I was in the west suburbs, and then I came back to the west side.
Okay.
But I currently live in the far south suburbs.
Okay.
And myself, I am born and raised on the south side of Chicago. Yeah, close to what they call the Wild Wild.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Yes, and I had a very good childhood on the south side of Chicago. Different day, different neighborhood, the whole nine.
Mhm.
I'm glad to be back in that area. I left and became a single parent, left out of my family's home, moved to the Beverly area.
Okay.
But now I'm back in my neighborhood where I grew up.
So Maria and Rika, what's happening today?
Wow, we're really excited and feel so privileged to be able to talk to your
Yes, we do.
audience and you about Get Covered Illinois. Thank you for having us again. And I'm explaining to your listeners that open enrollment is started. It started November 1st. It ends January 15th.
January 15th, 2025, guys. Don't wait, though. Don't wait.
No,
Please
please
don't
don't wait.
I mean,
It's serious.
Yeah, astronomical numbers of stroke and heart attack and diabetes in our communities. And so a lot of people think I don't qualify or I make too much money. One thing President Barack Obama successfully did was initiate the Affordable Care Act. And so you qualify. The screenings that you mentioned are free. Breast cancer screening is free. A pap smear screening is free, whether you're insured or not. These are things that you can have. They've passed legislation, Joe Biden, the Inflation Reduction Act. So if you go into what we call the marketplace, which is Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, all these name brand healthcare providers, that you will qualify for those grants. And I just want to say, hurry up before the next administration gets in and dismantles that. But we will assist you, through the process. Maria and I are both licensed by the state of Illinois, so we kind of know what we're doing a little bit, and we want to take care of you. We're very motivated to, have this in our communities, and our people have access to quality, affordable healthcare.
So how can they reach you guys?
Well, we can be reached at our exchange, which is 773-371-2330. My extension is 507. The last 4 digits of your extension.
I don't remember.
Well, you can reach us and we will kind of
give you a call.
through that.
2, 3, 4, 6.
Right.
So can you say that number for us one more time, Maria?
Yes, it is 773-371-2330, extension 507.
So Get Covered America, I have some information right here. Healthcare enrollment event is free. Y'all, we talked about free a few minutes ago. Then we just going in free. Free 99.
And an investment in yourself. Right.
So guys, December 3rd, that is on tomorrow. December 3rd at 11 to 3, you guys going to be on 109th and Cottage Grove. What's going to be happening there?
So that is where we're located. That's where the Hope Center Foundation is located, and we're housed inside there. But we're going to have a room with all kind of information that you need regarding healthcare, and we're going to be enrolling you on the spot. Yes.
So what do I need to bring in order for me to enroll into a healthcare plan?
Great question. I actually have a checklist here. Let me get it out.
Come on, that's
checklist.
Well, you stay ready. You don't have to get ready.
Well, you
Because
need your
you want
ID,
people-
your
right, okay,
identification.
okay.
You need proof of income if you have it.
Okay, so those main parts. Okay, those things. So guys, come with an ID and proof of where you live. Now, I know some of y'all, we be talking about proof. We not just listeners. We got some listeners on the air. Proof of where you live with your ID, and we can start getting you enrolled. These ladies here want to help. They in the community, for the community, by the community. That's what we do at this table. we're here. So we come to inspire, engage.
It's a right. It's a right, you know, in this country. So take care of yourself. Take the initiative. We'll hold your hand, walk you through the process, help you select. I've had people that their copay is and you already have, I have Medicare or Medicaid, and it just enrolls on its own. I don't do anything. Why are you allowing them to put you in what they want you to be in? Educate yourself, make a decision. You can do this. We will assist you. It's not complicated. We simplify it.
Okay.
And this is what we live for. We want our people to have access to this health care, and then we'll work on the hospitals.
Right. In our communities,
The circumstances may change. Like we could say, you shouldn't just sit there and be comfortable or complacent in your prior healthcare program, because your circumstances may change.
It does.
And there's still something out there for you. So we'd like to help you navigate through that process.
Rika Maria,
Yes.
I know when you said pre-screening, how important that is. And my host, Sharon Bell, talked about if you don't know, you can't prevent it.
Right.
Are you all aware of the blood tests that you can take that test you for up to 100 different cancers?
I'm not aware of that.
No, I was not aware of
Now,
that.
you sharing that, I'm initially skeptical. I don't know if y'all remember that scandal a few years back with the woman that had a blood test that could test for everything. And it's very complicated. Like a drop of blood could test for like 500 disorders or things like that. It was fraudulent. So initially I'm skeptical. However, get access to screening is so important. Things could be happening. And sometimes we ignore, my head hurt every day. Let me, I'm going to take this cinnamon. I'm going to tell you know how we do. I'm drinking vinegar, And so, we don't want you to ignore that. We don't want you to be afraid. And we don't want you to have one catastrophic event destroy your entire situation in your family because you had a stroke and a heart attack. Now you owe, Roseland Hospital $400,000 because you didn't have insurance or something. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like it's avoidable.
Right. So people don't want to come and get the insurance because they have a previous bill or previous balance somewhere else. And so they figure they just can't even be seen. So they're saying that is not true. So we're here to get away from the myths, guys. We stop Googling everything and pick up the phone and call.
We will diagnose ourselves.
Right. Google is a good friend of mine, but Google is not the encyclopedia. No, it's not.
Right. It's
So
not a
sis,
doctor,
with the
any of that.
screening, so you were saying there is a screening though.
Yeah, I've researched it and it's valid. I will pull it up and add it, but I was just wondering for the pre-screens, do people actually know about it? And it's real. As soon as I found out about it, I shared it with everybody I possibly could because that's a major killer. And
cancers.
I hate the C word. The food and everything.
And we had to figure out why it's so hard for us to go to the doctor. I
Yeah.
have a son. I don't know if there's a difference between the men and the women going to the doctor, but it is so much difficult to, like, you have to convince them to go get your yearly checkup.
Yes. Because I don't know why it's taboo in our communities.
Yeah.
But I often, again, being uneducated and not knowing is what's happening in a lot of our communities. We know what's ramping diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, but yet we sat at that table. We still had that Larry seasoning salt, and we were still going to town. So, high blood pressure, these are things like back in the day, our elders used to say sugar.
Yeah.
She got that sugar disease.
Maybe losing
right.
or a leg,
And the vision. And the vision, but because of the sugars, we used to call it the sugar disease. Right, she had the sugar disease. So, but what we're saying is you can still enjoy life. You can enjoy the fruits of what's at the table, but you just have to make better choices. But if you have the screenings, that's why it's called pre. If you do the pre-screenings, guys, we want you to be here for the long haul. We want you to be able to stay in the race. We want you to be able to not just stay in the race, but finish the race. But some of us, we can't do it because our bodies is not in the right capacity.
And you mentioned something earlier. It's very important for our mental health. That is extremely taboo in our communities. And so having health insurance that allows you to talk to someone and seek counseling or therapy is very important. I'm not knocking going to the pastor and having counseling, marriage counseling or therapy and things like that. But some of us are not well. It's not a relationship issue where we need counseling and we need the scripture. It is we're unwell. And so we need to be treated. And there's a lot of comorbidity when you don't have your mind and you have high blood pressure, let's say, for example. If you don't have your mind, you're not going to remember to take your medication.
You're right.
And so now you're struggling with mental health. Now you having a stroke. Now things are compounded. So your mind, we know you can't separate the mind, the body, and the soul. All of them have to be addressed and be healthy, and you have to be responsible. And I'm so happy for this platform to try to educate and encourage our community and people. This is a service. There are hundreds of navigators in Illinois. This is the push. If you miss this window, there is special enrollment after the 15th for circumstances. You have a baby after the 15th, or you get married, or you have a life change, you lose your job or whatever. So we'll still enroll you throughout the year. But this window, this niche is open for open enrollment for everyone.
Open enrollment. Okay. So before we get ready to get out of here, ladies, is there anything you guys want the audience to know about Get Covered Illinois or the Hope Center Foundation?
Well, I just want to repeat that we are having an open enrollment event tomorrow, December 3rd at 10909 South Cottage Grove Avenue. And it is from 10 to
11 to 3?
11 to 3. I'm sorry, the last one we had was 11 to 3. So please stop in and see us. You don't need an appointment. If you want to call and make an appointment, we'll block out some time for you as well. But please stop in and let's see if we can get you covered with Get Covered Illinois. Thanks.
That's amazing. And that is a very nondescript building. We're next to the Pullman Museum. So if you blink, you might miss it. There's a little sign that says Salem. I mean, a little sign. And we're connected to a school. Like we share the building. So just so that you kind of know where you're going. Hope Center Foundation is doing so many great things.
Yes, they are.
Workforce development. They'll train you, give you a stipend, help you find a job, resume, time management, how to dress and appear on a job, how to navigate political climates and jobs, like nuances that if you've never worked in a professional capacity, you just wouldn't know. The Housing Expo, there's over 1,000 lots of land. We're working with land grants on the west and south side. The west side, I got to mention that.
I know that's right. You got to throw it out there, honey. I know.
So, and they're doing re-engagement. Once you do have a job and you're out in the field and things are maybe not going so well, you can come back and get maybe like a refresher course.
Oh, that's
to improve your resume, improve your interview skills, things of that nature. And like Rika was saying, there is a lot of work being done in the Pullman-Roseland area. A lot of fantastic things. I'm not sure that we can specifically talk about it, but a lot of things that are going on in that community to help benefit that community.
Well, we can get some people back in here in the first of the year to talk about some other things.
Sure. So you can call the number.
I will get you back. Yeah, Maria, I will get you guys because it's a lot going on and we don't want to miss it, guys. But for the sake of time, I wanted to get them out here to give you the information because I have been talking about it since I met them, and I have been talking about November 1st was the open enrollment, but we got to December 15th, but we're not going to wait. We're going to tell our deadline is actually December 31st. You got to January 15th, but December 31st is going to be the deadline for you all.
Wait to the last minute.
Right. Wait to the last minute because we don't want to bombard these young ladies. But I thank you guys so much for coming out to sit at the table and talk about healthcare and get covered Illinois, as well as the Hope Center Foundation. And I want to bring you guys back so we can talk a little bit more about what's really happening in the Roseland community.
Oh, we would love that.
I appreciate that, sis.
I appreciate you so much.
Love you guys.
Love you
Y'all stuck with us.
Nice meeting you, and I want to talk to you more as well.
So, sis, before I close out, what more you got for us?
Just a reminder, active campaign this week, and Gallery is the name of that cancer test, that multi-screening cancer test, and that's Gallery with an I.
Gallery with an I.
Where can
Okay,
we do that?
guys.
Have an appointment, a doctor's appointment to get that done, or
You could just call them right up, and they'll take care of you.
So
And
make
it
sure you
can
put
be
that on your
provided.
page, sis.
I sure will, and it can come through your provider, your primary care physicians as well.
Didn't we tell you we got some information, guys? So before I leave out of here, don't forget this Tuesday. That is the last model call for Your Land presents the second annual Perfect Runway fundraiser for our high school students college fund. So December 3rd, 5:30 to 7:30. Guys, it's going to be at the Lansing Library. Ladies, please bring your heels. Also, December birthdays. I want to say happy birthday to all my December birthday people. And congratulations to our college graduates and postgraduates. They will be graduating this month. So we want to say congratulations to them as well. Tune in, guys. I have my guests here, the Hope Foundation and Get Covered Illinois. I want to thank them so much for chilling in with us. We're going to have a Knock at Midnight here. Knock at Midnight is another foundation, guys. And then my sister be here, Essie. I thank her, Essie Marie Salad Dressing Chatoni, that heart healthy salad dressing. So, guys, I appreciate you guys for being in the building. But I talked a little bit earlier. I said some of us, we're in our last quarter, we're in our last season, and a lot of us is ready to tap out. So let me ask the question as we get ready to close out. What's holding you back from your next? What's holding you back from your next? I need you to stay focused on the goals and the visions. Stop hitting the snooze button on your greatness. Before you tap out, tap somebody in. Before you give up, before you throw in the towel, before you pull the fire alarm to exit the waiting room, before you declare a state of emergency, tap somebody in. I know it's the holiday season. We mentally going through some things. Some of us, we ready to tap out. Yes, I know it's the fourth quarter in your situation. It's the last inning in the ball game. Yes, it's the last quarter you put in that slot machine. Yes, it's the last doctor visit. It's the last treatment. Yes, it's the last therapy session. For some of y'all, it's that last HR warning. Before you tap out, tap somebody in. That's right. I'm going to paraphrase this. John 18:3-38 says, success is measured by making it to the finish line. I'm going to say that again. Success is measured by making it to the finish line. So you gotta stay in the race. You can endure the race, but before you tap out, tap somebody in, and that somebody is God. Can you endure the race? Can you get knocked down and get back up? Before you do, tap somebody in. We all have experienced suffering. I know a lot of us, I don't know what she talking about, but I'm suffering. Look, baby, God don't hide suffering. He don't hide suffering from nobody. Look at it. His begotten son. If he suffered, why are we shocked by suffering? No one wants to go through suffering. We don't. I didn't ask to suffer. Did you ask to suffer? No. I don't think none of us asked for suffering.
No.
But no one wants to be suffering. No one wants to go through suffering, and we sure didn't ask God to suffer. All of us have moments of suffering. If you ask the migrants, do they know suffering? They wondering who else is suffering. Somebody in a third world country wondering who else is suffering. That homeless young boy or girl going from house to house wondering who else is suffering. That young lady with 6 kids. The widow, father with 2 teenage girls who grieves for their mother. That incarcerated parent who now wonders who else is suffering. God has the ability to strengthen us during a stuck moment. But you have to tap him in. You're trying to operate with the same horsepower you had in 2022, and we're in 2024. You need a new bike, but you're still trying to ride the divvy bike up the hill. You're trying to run a race with a 1972 Chevy, but we're into a 2025 model. So what am I saying is you have to upgrade. You got to upgrade your mind. You compromise with the enemy too much. You talking too much, and I'm talking to myself. We allow negative thoughts to convey us. You stop compromising who you are. So you have become everybody else's you. Do you believe in you? Do you believe you strong? You great? You amazing, phenomenal, unstoppable, a force to be reckoned with? So if so, if you stuck, before you tap out, tap God in. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Thank you for journeying with us. My vision, my journey, guys. We'll be back next Monday. And I thank you all so much. Love you all.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Peace.
Be blessed.
Peace.